Hi you guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna be bringing you guys a story time. Yes, a story time. And I'm sorry, I'm on a roll on making videos right now. My kids aren't at school. You know, they wanted to go to summer school. One, unfortunately, because of her disability, this provide kids with disability summer school, but yeah, so it gives me like a little break. She's not there full time, is there for 4 hours, so hey, she gets therapy going on. So not I'm not gonna be talking too much, but okay, so my story time is on how I found out that I was a side chick. It sounds very horrible. I came across this video where a girl was like, how I found out that I was a side chick. I cannot remember the title that she had, but it was something side chick. Side chick sounds so horrible, but let me tell you, it's the truth. Or the other girl, or whatever, or whatever. So, okay, so I was 15 years old. I was so excited because I was about to be 15, I believe, and I was so eager to get my belly button pierced. At this time I had my aunt, my mom's sister, living with us. So she, I think she was like 18, 19 years old, I believe. And she was doing her. She had a job, and she could do what she wanted because she did not live with her parents. But unfortunately I live with my mom, so I had to obey rules. So my mom was like pretty much open to whatever. If I wanted to get my belly button pierced, she would be like, sure, let me just think about it for like a day. But most likely it would be yes. So all right, not making this story time too long. So okay, so we went to this shop. I'm not gonna say his real name. I'm not gonna say the shop's name because I think it is his family's shop or something like that. Or his uncle, someone related to him that owns that shop. That And so it's all family type of people that work there. So I came so there was this one young guy, very cute, um you know just very cute, very cute, and very like unique. Like he had like orange reddish like goatee beard going on, and just very cute, tattoos, earrings, whatever, just cute. And I don't want my husband to be watching this and just be like, oh, okay, so you just couldn't stop saying cute. But yes, he was cute. And so I came with my mom because I wasn't sure if I needed parental whatever, a signature from my mom. So we went to just go ask, and he so nicely and so kind came up to us and was like, hey ladies, so what are you guys gonna want? So my mom is like, hey, my daughter, she's 15, or about to be 16, I can't remember, it's 15, can she get her belly button pierced? He's like, sure, but are you her mom? And then he started complimenting my mom because she was so young, blah 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 blah. And so my mom signed the papers. I got my belly button pierced, and he was just very talkative, very nice. So we were already done. We paid for my belly button pierced. I got the ring, everything was settled. So then I'm coming out of like my mom is like waiting for me in the waiting room in the front desk. And I was in the back because they had a few rooms, and then they had like little sections that that tattoos could have gone and got the people could get their tattoos, and you could see them, that it's not a like closed room. And so I was coming out of there, and I told my mom, I'm done, like I love it. And she's like, does it hurt, whatever whatever. And I was like just briefly telling my mom how I felt about it, and like if it hurted or whatever. So I'm about to leave like the little gate going into the little door going into the waiting room to go with my mom, and he stops me. He's like, hey, can I get your number, so I could see how, you know how you're doing, how your belly button is doing. And I looked at my mom like, are you serious? Like, he's really trying to pick up that line, like, let me see how your belly button's doing. And I looked at my mom, and my mom was like, well, if you want to, because he's looking pretty cute, like he's very sexy. So I'm like, all right, here, I'll give you my number or whatever. And during this time, I gave him my house phone because I wasn't sure about giving him my number, my cell phone number. And because I didn't know he was like some sort of stalker or whatever, and I didn't want him to be like constantly texting me or calling me. So I didn't think much of it. I went about my day that day. I was like, good, I'm showing off my belly button pierce to my friends and like my auntie and my sisters, and I was just living life. I was so happy. And I forgot, and I did remember, like, I gave that guy the number, but I just kind of threw it off behind. I was like, he ain't gonna call, like, he's too busy getting other girls' numbers or like tattoos or whatever. So yeah, next thing you know, he called me that same day at night, and he was like, hey, I was just thinking about you and blah blah blah, like, I just got off of work and blah blah blah, like, how's your belly bump doing, blah blah blah. So I was like, oh, everything was good. So time went on, we were texting back and forth, calling back and forth, and then there was times that he told me his phone had broken or something, so he didn't have a cell phone, but he gave me the his email and his house number just in case. So I would call him at his house phone. I maybe did it like a few times. Pretty much I would just tell him, like, what, just call me, because I don't know, like, your house phone is your family, and I just kind of don't know if your mom is gonna pick up, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, hi, I'm like his friend or whatever. So there was times here and there that he would be like, oh, I have the day off, I'm gonna be home all alone, blah 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 blah, call me at the house phone. So I would do it, and his dad, I think it was his dad that picked up, and he was like, hey, Mr. B is not here, like, and I was like, oh, okay, can you just do me the favor and tell him that Geraldine called him? And he was like, oh, sure, I will do so, blah blah blah. So again, another day went on. I called him, and then his dad said, he said he was gonna be with you. Isn't he with you? And I'm like, with me? I'm like, wait, this dude has a girl. Like, this dude is taken. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. And I don't know, like, we were like never, I guess, dating. Like, we were just getting to know each other. Like, I wasn't like all for him because I just felt like he was like a player. He looked like a player. The way he approached me was like red flags type of deal. So but we would like, he would get off of work and visit me and like kiss me and and hug me and stuff, and like but it was like, that was about it, and then so and I just briefly asked him when like the dad answered, when he called me back, he was like, oh, hey babe, or I forgot what he would call me, but I think it was babe or baby, whatever. So he was like, hey, like, how are you doing? My dad told me you called me. I was like, yeah, so you were with me, right? And he was like, what do you mean I was with you? He's like, I was at work, babe, like, they called me from work. And I'm like, no, 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 your dad just told me that you were with me. I'm like, so who were you with? And he was like, I guess we were pretty much going out, you know, like dating, because he would constantly be like, you know, like, oh, I would want to like have babies with you. And I'm like, oh my god, like I'm way too young to even think about this. And I would be very open to my mom about like this dude, you know, because I didn't know what was up with him. And there was times that he would come and I wasn't even home, and my mom would just tell me like, oh, that cute guy came to see you. And I'm like, what cute guy? I'm like, is his name this? And she's like, yeah, he left me his name just in case. And I'm like, okay. So I would call him back and I'm like, hey, you know, my mom just told me you would come, you stopped by or whatever. He's like, yeah, I wanted to see you, whatever, whatever. And so yeah, long story short, we would go back and forth, texting, calling, seeing each other, and calling ourselves babes or whatever, babies, and dedicating ourselves songs and sleeping late at night on the phone. So this is how I found out that I was the side chick. So I go on his Facebook one time and I see this girl and this baby, and then I see other pictures that he was married, and I'm like, oh, wait, was he married when, you know, me and him were having our little thing going? So no, I believe he was not married, but he was engaged. So and I'm sorry, I'm saying so but yeah, so he pretty much was dating this chick for quite some time already, from what I could see on the pictures. And like, you know, that, you know, all these girls be posting like 2-year anniversary, whatever, whatever. So yeah, so when I went into his page, my sister had found him on Facebook, and this time I was already with my boyfriend, who is now my husband. And my sister's like, hey, this dude already is married and has a kid and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, let me go see. And I started looking at the dates, and I'm like, holy moly, this dude was playing both of us. And to this day, I don't know if she knows or if she had some clue of him being a little player. But yes, so that was my story. That's how I found out by Facebook that this dude was playing me and his fiance. And yeah, so he's married to her. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I really haven't even been on his page or even try to like Google him. I mean, search him or anything like that. So yeah, so that's just how I found out that I was the side chick. And yeah, and you know what? Another, I guess maybe you guys could learn from this, where the guy is like telling you, you know, like his phone broke. And during that time, like phones were like lit. They were like, whoever had a phone, like you were the cool dude, you were the cool girl, you know. So I was like, that's weird. Like, he has a job, and what do you mean he cannot afford a new phone? Like, he doesn't pay rent, he lives with his parents, he has his own car. What's going on? And when I did ask him, okay, so you guys won't be thinking, oh, you just started like dating, getting in on you know, dating this dude or whatever, getting to know this dude, and you never even asked him. Yes, I did ask him multiple times. Like, the minute he called me, I was like, hey, you know what, like, I don't want to take I don't want you to be too much on the phone, because I don't want your girl to be calling me and like thinking other things, you know, because I'm not about that life. Like, if you're taking, you're taking. And he was like, oh no, I'm not taken, like I'm single. I'm like, oh, oh, okay. And then he asked me like, hey, are you single? And I'm like, yeah, I'm single. And then obviously when the dad had I guess answered my phone call, and he had said that, hey, he's with you, I did ask him again, and he did tell me, I am not dating anyone. I want you in my life, and I want to have kids with you. I want to be your hubby, whatever, whatever. He told me everything that every girl wanted to hear. And so, yeah, my 15-year-old self believed everything he had said to me. And yeah, and so you know, when the whole thing, I do have to say something. When the whole thing about the whole dad thing, that his dad picked up the phone, that's when I started like really doubting, I guess, my relationship with him. Cause you know, that's when I started like realizing like, hey, you know what, maybe this dude has a second like life or something. But yeah, that's when I started distancing myself, and I kind of stopped like calling him and like or texting him. So if he were to call me, I'll pick up, or he would text me and I'll like reply or whatever. Oh, but he didn't have a phone, so when he would text me here and there, because sometimes he would get like his sister's numbers or whatever cell phones to text me if he wasn't home, like, hey babe, I'm not home, so don't call me, I'm here, family gathering, but I got my sister's phone number if you want to text me there. And so, you know, it just sounded all shady, but whatever. That's just how I found out I was a side chick. And yeah, I hope you guys like these type of videos, and please subscribe, like, and share, because you guys will be seeing more story times. Maybe not like this one, but more story times about more, I guess, personal life stories, and you know, and different life experiences that I have gone through and things like that. So please, once again, subscribe, like, and share. And those that already subscribed, thank you so much, so much for being here and supporting me. See you guys till next time.